What's going on, you guys? Now, I know y'all guys are waiting for more gameplay, which is definitely coming right now. I'm just getting prepared for a lot of deals that we are setting up to actually push this project to the masses so people actually see that there's a huge change coming to the Web3 space.
Yeah. Man down, now it's time for the angel of death, make a cloud like rainfall. Your end, make it slow, make it painful. One ring on the back, but it's wrinkle.
All right, before we get into the computer, I want to thank everybody that stuck with us while we was trying to figure it out, from the card game and stuff like that to where we're at now. Again, as you heard in the other videos, that I did not want to put out just anything. Also, in this industry, inside of gaming, you only have one time to actually, win over the hearts of people, right? So if you put out some crap, they're not going to want to see anything from you. So I know that, and I'm a gamer myself, so I know how I will see a game like, all right, I'm not messing with people at all. I didn't want to be that studio that didn't have a chance. So it's not about like making as much money as I possibly can and just running off, stuff like that. It's not about that with me. I want to make more games where you guys, when you guys see Hidn Studios behind something, you guys get excited and you guys automatically just invest your time, invest your money, just invest in the people in the universe that we are building inside of the hidden universe, basically, right? So I want you guys to be able to be a part of that and just build this empire with us. We're trying to build something like the new Star Wars, the new Marvel, the new DC, or something like that. There's a lot more I'm working on, I'm coming with, and I want you guys to be able to support that and just be behind it. Hidden Verse, again, it's not just a social media, it's not just a like myth story of Abraxas, it's not that. Even with the myth story of Abraxas, I'm going to show you in this video that we're going to actually take it farther. We're making books, we're going to try to make movies, TV shows, that we're trying to make it an IP, a brand, right? These are the things, and this is why I didn't just want to put out anything. This is why I work so hard on it. This is why you see a lot of spans when it comes to us making videos and stuff like that. Yes, we put a lot of content out faster than any other company. We also more transparent than any other company. But I just want to make sure that everything is right for you guys, so you guys will be able to see more from us. You guys want more from us. We have other companies that any studios that have two of them, but we have other studios that want us, well, me for right now, right? So the beginning of the year, want me right now to actually design or work on their game with them, right? So this is what I want right here. So I want people to be able to look at Hidn Studios and say, okay, I want either this guy or these guys behind us, these guys developing our game, these guys are part of our universe, whatever the case may be. So this is why I chose not to go down a route, and I think everybody that made it to the point where we have huge companies interested in us, like huge companies signing partnerships with huge companies. A lot of that stuff is coming soon, so you guys gonna see us around the world soon. So I'm just happy for that, and you guys stuck it out through the difficult times, and I was trying to just get it to where it's at now. So I really want to thank you guys for that. Further ado, enough with the mushy stuff. Let's get into the video. All right, so we're inside of the computer. One thing that I always said, that I went to school and it was useless. I always said that. I went to school for digital film, and then I became an investor and got into entrepreneurship, and then I got into business development, right? So I always thought that school was useless, but now that I'm actually that I became a game developer, I'm using the knowledge that I went to school for, of being a director, into like creating stories and movies and stuff like that. And now I'm just playing into video games. So what I'm going to do is actually just Hidn Verse for you guys that haven't seen it yet. It's our social media that's tied into the game. You can actually earn our premium currency, which you earn points first, and you can convert them over to premium currency if you have a membership key. But so this is basically like our Twitter, our Facebook. That's a part of our universe, and it's actually a part of the game, but you can actually use it outside of the game. So you go to account, right? I don't know, account. Yeah, you go to account. So you go to profile, and it tells you everything right here. It tells you your balance. So right here, the affiliate program, I will be going over this soon too, to allow you guys to earn credits and points, stuff like that. So this will be coming very, very soon. But yeah, so this is just our this is in our universe. This is what the characters use in Hidn Verse. So universe, what you'll be seeing the characters talk about inside of the thing, and you guys will be inside of the game, and you guys will be able to just basically be a part of that universe. So we wanted to basically make this world immersive, where it's like the people not just watching it, seeing what's watching it unfold, you guys actually part of it. So we wanted to make sure that thing. So let's get into the new Groove website. Not finished yet, so please, give me some time. Still working on a lot of things, but because of the traction that we're about to get, the traffic that we're about to get, I must make sure everything is good. So first, you see this pop up right here, scanning. So it's like you actually kind of hack into the system, right? Then this will pop up. Okay. Now the password is enter. So please enter password. Then it says hint highlighted word. So all you gotta do is type in enter, right? Then it's coming to the website. So now that you're in the new website, I'm going to be cleaning all this up, still working on everything right here. So the new website, as you can see that basically all the characters in our game, the hack members, Athena, the SEC old man, so the shopkeeper for Hidden Drip, and this the character Dimitri. So but the right here shows that community can actually they basically run the justice system. So community actually could ban players. They come together, have a court date for the player, and the community chooses to ban the player. We will also review the court. They basically see that as much fair as people picking on people, so we'll make sure when we had the final say, but we allow the players to actually have a huge say in someone getting banned. Right here is basically Hidden Arms vendor. So this is right there. Then show you creatures. This is a video game. Just go ahead and check this out once it's done cleaning. And this is actually all of our artwork. We add more here. We got a lot of artwork. So this is artwork for the game, and this right here is basically saying just join us, stuff like that. Still working on a lot of stuff down here. If you have any questions, you go here. Obviously, right? You want to chat with me? You click that right there. I'm the only one working in here right now. Back off the part so that there is thing. Got the community right here. It goes about the community and how you can actually earn by owning a community inside of the Hidden Verse right here. You actually build your own groups. So you go to groups, create your own groups, and then you can actually earn from the just building it up. So you actually can earn from it. You can give gifts away and all that stuff like that. Your moderators, administrators can actually earn income from doing this as well. This right here is about splitting ad revenue. So when we get to the point where like huge companies want to sponsor and put ads on our in our groups, in our games, so like that, we split 50% with the people that own the groups. The side of the games is a little different. We actually give them 97% of the ad revenue. So for example, if they get $3 million, $3 million deal, they get 97% of that $3 million deal. We get 3% of it. These type of things. So this is what we wanted to bring inside of the digital world, where then on the centralized side, where we actually give power and the greed to the people, right? So corporations are our whole point of creating this fight against greedy corporations, and create a corporation that isn't greedy. So we wanted to actually give that money that's all the corporations just harness and just take for themselves, and just give it to the players, stuff like that. So we're always going to make money, of course. We have many ways to make money. We're always going to make large amounts of money, but we don't have to make like $3-4 billion a year, and not even 1% of our community get that, get something, right? So we want to make sure that we share with everyone. That helped us get to where we at. All right, so right here, talk about how hidden credits can actually be exchanged for Matic tokens. So I believe, me personally, believe that Matic is going to be above Ethereum soon. So in the next few years, that's why we chosen to go with Polygon. So we're going to go with Polygon. We're going to stick with it. If you want to know a little more about us, right here, I'm still cleaning this up. You can go here and you can see me and my lady. We the ones that started the project. The artist, I'm the developer, the game designer, the one that's doing all the thinking and everything like that, but she's doing all the artwork. So you can see we're very, we're into cosplaying and stuff like that. And this is actually us inside of Mist. Look like inside of Mist. So this right here, you can actually read this right here, and then it's going to be a button here to join the squad. We're only going to be hiring studios though. We're going to work with studios. You know, we might work with separate people, you know, for the back office, but obviously when it comes to like building the empire, we're trying to build a dynasty here, especially inside of the Web3 space, where we're trying to get people, companies, like small companies that's trying to get up on their feet. We're trying to help build them as well. That's metaverse. We're moving forward. Got the end game, right? Let me see if I can make this right here. Okay, so right here, this is actually on your website. It would look a little different. I have a lot of wide screens, so on here, right here. So this is supposed to develop in Unreal Engine 5. The future of blockchain gaming, the first blockbuster gaming, and this one says the trailer. Click this right here, and it takes you to the trailer right here. What we're going to be doing is actually updating the trailer. Really cool. So, and you have some of our artwork back here. And then have here basically staying in the market and stuff like that. It's again going into the universe, basically like breaking the fourth wall. You guys feel like you're a part of this universe. So this serious business basically shows you, takes you to the franchises. Right now, only things that's finished right now is franchises and keys. So right now I'll be working on the rest of it. I'll probably be doing that today. So as you can see, go here, I'll take you there in a second. Real estate explains the difference between real estate and our project and real estate and other projects. Again, like I said, I still had to clean up a lot of this, had to fix it. Just wanted to show you guys this. So right here, is basically going to be the real estate side. So me and some of my real estate testers, as you can still get into testing. A lot of people get into testing on this. And we guys gonna be testing this out. It's gonna be our real estate system is gonna be super cool. I promise you. Then you have the keys right here. Click this. Take you to the keys. I'll take you to that in a second. Then you have the wardens. This is we used to be named Crypto Bushi, but we're changing the name to Inky. He's going to actually be one of the Anunnaki. Gave humans the ability to create. So wanted to change it and brought them to bring them to the cyberpunk, sci-fi, futuristic world. So he has a huge lore. But yeah, this is him. But yeah, so this basically explains why you can actually transform. Like why sometimes when you have DLC, when you beat the DLC, finish the DLC, you can take the DLC, then sell it after you finish it or before you finish it, but you're able to sell it. And then that person that purchased from you be able to go to the DLC. But moving forward from that, basically when you get the DLC, you use weapons, items, new content, obviously, and more story on behind that that particular god and what happened in their realm and why they're there in ours. And then they'll give you the ability to actually transform into them for a few seconds, and then you'll be able to use their ability, stuff like that. So right here, this is parts, basically like parts that you need. For example, like this freezer, and the airplanes, because you can own an airline. You can own an airline, and then somebody can own the airport. So if somebody owns the airline, they can actually rent space inside of an airport. Right here, we'll get into that in another video when it comes to business. And then this land right here. So our land, like I said, is different than any other land. We don't do the central land stuff and that stuff right here. We actually give you purpose with the land. So like you actually get to build certain types of things, like regular farms, as right here, cannabis farms, breeding farms, you know, just different types of things, cornfields, stuff like that. So here is different, the business vouchers. Again, none of these stuff, you can click this right here. So we're working on it, and I'll show you why. It's gonna take a while for us to do that. But I just wanted to get these things here so you guys can understand what it is. So again, when you guys see this right here, just pretty much like put together. I just wanted to get this, you know, together to show you guys for the video. Right here, the business vouchers allow you guys to basically start businesses, stuff like that. So that's a pretty cool thing right there. And then right here it says learn why she flooded the earth a second time. That's basically going to the story. So you hit join community, and then it takes you to the community. All right, so let's take you here. Franchises. The franchises now look better, which I'll be actually after this video, I will be sending out people that owns some of these things, because a lot of people own some of this stuff. I'm going to be sending yours out to you. I'm going to show you how it's going to be different. I'm going to show you how we made sure that you know, we added centralized and decentralized ways into the project, where everything is much more simpler, where you don't have to worry about running around trying to do the most, trying to get into space. So as you can see, we have Principalio, we have Optic Fuel, we have Hidden Parking, we have Medical Secrets. There's gonna be more stuff here. So we're still, like I said, we're still working on it. We got Lemons, which is the computer store, phone store. We have Quick Spot. We have Indoors, Furniture Place. We have the Museum. We have Hidden Drip. And we have Hidden Arms, right? So when you click on these things, each one of these have their own security thing. We actually wanted to make sure that we give you guys security when it comes to purchase, right? So paid through PayPal, we actually add more merchants soon, but we wanted to give you guys to be able to pay through fiat if you want to choose that option, but you'll be able to choose another option if you want to pay with currency. But we wanted to add this way here to basically show you that secure way to be able to, make sure that, this isn't something to just trying to take your money or anything like that. Also make it much easier where people, like a lot of people may not understand cryptocurrency. And again, this game is to get people that aren't into cryptocurrency, aren't into the blockchain. This is actually, we're building this game to actually introduce them to this world. So we want to actually make something that they understand, that can actually teach them as well about the other side. So we actually building that instead of them, hey, you guys got to do a bunch of research and stuff like that. We actually wanted to be the ones that actually say, we're gonna give you guys what you want, so you guys can actually understand and learn the other side. So that's why we made it this way. And then last but not least, let's get into, because I still gotta redo the whitelist. I gotta redo that stuff right there. I think I did anything else. Gameplay loop, I didn't change that, but I'm redoing these pages right here. So a lot of pages getting redone. But into the last but not least thing, which is game lore. So the game lore is right here. I'm gonna clean this up still. But this right here is to tell you everything that you need to know about the game. So it basically tells you the story of basically like what's going on or who connects to what. So this is Azazoth, the blind idiot guy. Basically the guy that the whole universe is imagination. So it says the creator of existence. Some say he is sleeping and we are his dreams, and his first imagination was his first creation. Abraxas, the one divine mind. Abraxas created Enki and his sister, I don't know how to pronounce that name. His sister, but I'm doing a lot of research on these people. She gave them the task to create beings that will be able to play music around Azazoth to sleep. So then it takes you to the Anunnaki photo, so you see how this connects to them. So the Anunnakis, Enki and his sister, to keep them to create beings, which I got to put a picture of the beings that they created, to keep them asleep, right? So then you see Azazoth ties down to Abraxas. Right here is Abraxas, and basically gives you the story of what basically who she is and what she is, stuff like that. Basically she was of one mind. Her mind started to have thoughts of themselves, and the thoughts was good, evil thoughts, and bad thoughts. I mean, good thoughts and evil thoughts, pardon me. And the evil thought split up to be himself and became a dark being, and then it created, as you can see over here, where is he? Azazoth. I mean, not Azazoth, Yabadel. Yabadel is the false creator guy. As you whole thing right here, false creator guy. False creator guy created some archons, 6 archons. We'll get into that in a second, but before that, and it also goes about how, as she was weakened, he created the world tree within 65 days. And during the 65 days, you created the 7 heavens, and the 9 realms of what we would call hell. 7 out of those 65 days created 115 watchers. The watchers here be depicted as angels right here. Okay, and then she will also create 7 elite watchers. We will call them the archangels, like Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, those right there. And through the concept of Abraxas, through the concept of time, Abraxas made the first woman within the first 24 hours of birth, and she named her Eve. Right here, created Eve. Eve right here. It talks about Eve that to come from the rib of man, being the goddess of motherhood, Eve gave birth to the first immortal man, which is Seth. Into that in a second. But here's the Jabadell's archons. We'll talk about that. Jabadell, that tells the story of the Jabadell is a wicked false creator god. We will call him God today. And he was jealous of the tree, of the world tree. So he created Earth, and he had archons create Earth, basically fulfilled image of what Earth was, seeing the beauty of it. So he also, in his 365 days, he studied the world tree. He found Eve, imprisoned her, found that she was beautiful, more powerful than he was, created what made him jealous. He tried to form himself in the image of her, to basically marry her, but she was not feeling him, obviously. So what he did in the next 7 days, he made his archons create the first ever man in the image of God, right? In the image of Eve. So what they created was Adam. So when they created Adam, the first man that was created, that ascended to godhood after sharing the apple from Eve, the tree of knowledge, with from the apple tree of knowledge, Eve, the father of Seth. Adam gave power of foresight to Seth to protect the future of divine humanity. Jebediah punished Adam and waged war against sin. So basically, they'll go into why we have so many bad things happening to us in the world, because what we will call God is waging war on us as humans, as who is jealous. All right, so then we have the tree of life right here. The tree of life, which was supposed to be a mirror image of the tree of knowledge. So the tree of knowledge was, in our story, we have the tree of knowledge was created by Abraxas, placed inside of the Garden of Eden, to be able to give humanity her first creation, which was Eve, to be able to come back to the one true mind. So that's where the knowledge there. But the one we call God, which is Jabadel, did not want us to have knowledge. So he told us to not eat from this tree that he did not create, but he didn't tell Adam and Eve that he did not create this tree, obviously, right? So he told them not to eat from this tree because they would die if they ate from this tree, and eat from this tree. Now this tree right here, a lot of life, the creation of the false creator god, Yabadel. Your life stands for life, death, sickness, pains, feelings, and confusion. So this is what your life stands for. And this one stands for knowledge, wisdom, awareness, divine divinity, and all that type of stuff. Then it tells you right here that the SCP Foundation removed the tree of knowledge from the Garden of Eden, which woke up Abraxas in the year 2033, which caused her to once again, so we gotta fix this, once again reflood the earth. Then it's right here, as you can see, right here, the flood of 2033, pardon me, flood of 2033, which flooded the earth again. Okay, then you have the world tree goes into earth, the middle realm. Then you have right here, then you see that she created the Watchers. The Watchers will tie there down here. The Watchers coming to Earth as humans seeing these shining beings coming from the sky, and then those shining beings came from the sky, started having children with the humans, and they created Nephilim, right? So as you can see, then the humans right here started creating foundations and building and stuff like that. And then you have the SCP Foundation, and then the SCP Foundation with the tree and stuff like that. Then the Abraxas called the flood and opened the portals and flashed all the realms together. Boom. And then you have the portals right here. As this explains why the SMP, the anomalies are all on Earth and stuff like that. So then you have Seth right here, Seth, son of Adam and Eve. And then you have the sword of Abra, which is the sword that was created by Abraxas. Abra stands for magic, sword of magic. Abra, that's where we get the word abracadabra from Abraxas. There's a bunch of stuff right here. So everything is well put together. You got Enoch right here, as you see. If you know anything about the book of Enoch, see the symbolism right here. Enoch, the great grandson of Seth. As you see, Seth was younger, and you're gonna see a bunch of time traveling in this game, stuff like that. So it's gonna be pretty cool. But like I said, we're building a universe here. We're building a universe. So Enoch, the book of Enoch, how explains that The gods that they seen back then were actually aliens. So then you have Athena from the Essence Foundation. She came one of the guys that came out of the portals and became the commander of Pack. So then you'll see how we introduce other games. So this is Strange Universes. This is how we introduce other games into our projects. This is how we will create a story for them. So even when other games partner up and collaborate with other companies, we actually will have a story and whole content missions for that one game, stuff like that. So for like example, like Fortnite, we have Marvel games. We actually would like, so we actually partner with Marvel. We actually will have a whole storyline behind those content of why those Marvel guys are here. So then you got the folklore. So we got Slender Man, stuff like that. So Slender Man, different types of creeps, pastas, the back rooms, all that stuff like that. Then you have the gods, the world being stuff. So this is right now we're something I'm working on right now. This is basically come here and eventually it will all have text here. Just read about everything and you'll see how every single one of these things is tied into each other. Where somewhere something happened, right? And it all started from Azeroth, us being a thought, like so just the thought of us came and created all of this right here. So we're all in this universe with of a god that is sleeping. So and it then tells you how what created the different factions. We got the scums, destroyers of life right here. So they basically worship the tree of life. Then you have the daughters of Eve. This faction that worships Eve. Then you have Hidn, which was created by Athena. So they're kind of like worshippers of Athena, but they don't know that she's the goddess of tactics. And then you have the Watchers group, the Watch Turn, which is basically the Watchers that came to Earth millions of years ago, before they started having the same basically angels that got banished for having children with the humans and caused the first flood. Those angels have came back Earth, and now they're basically here. It's now again. So those guys are here, and you will actually Nephilims. You have like Nephilims and stuff inside of this. So it's gonna be pretty cool. This is the story. Go here and check this. Make sure I'll update you guys. I'll go over it with you guys. I want to make a podcast with it. And actually go over the lore that we're creating and stuff. It's gonna be like super deep lore, super deep lore. Like, so we wanted to just add in religion, history, folklore, popular internet folklore, creepypastas and stuff like that. That's why we named the game Myths. So we just want to put all the mythologies together and just create a world and universe with that. And this is we're able to do so much with this type of game. So you'll see different types of things like you have to see here. We have Athena out of a cyber world. And you'll see a cyber version of some Wukong and stuff like that. So we're doing a lot of pretty cool things here. That's why we made Enki, which is one of the Anunnakis, made him look cyber. Stuff like that. So we wanted to show what gods will look like inside of the modern time and stuff like that. So you will fight some of them inside of their DLC, but most of the time that you will actually become one of their, I guess, servants, if you can say. All right, so this is what I wanted to show you guys. Hopefully this interests you. Hopefully the story behind all this stuff right here, again, this tells you everything that's going to happen. It's not everything that's going to happen, but it tells you everything. And this tree right here is going to tell you everything about the universe that we're creating here. And then it will be bigger and bigger and bigger. Soon I'll have videos that you guys will be able to watch, stuff like that. If you guys like to create theories of what you guys think that's going to happen inside of the game, that would be great content. I would love to watch that stuff. And great theories of how everyone connects with each other. That would be dope to see as well to us. But yeah, so I will be soon having videos of everything here and explaining how everyone connects to everyone. So you'll see more connections and stuff like that. So you'll start seeing some of the community members up here and stuff like that. So because some of the community members, I'll show you that in a second. Some of the community members are a part of the game as well, which if you are new to this project, you can actually be a part of this project. For example, Portfolios, Principalios. Prince, the founder of Principalios, is actually my best friend right here. So he actually owns, inside of the lore, he actually is the owner of the company Principalios. So he's a part of the game. Lieutenant Paul Hack, Lieutenant Paul of Hack, the Hack spy. So he's basically spying on the SCP Foundation. And then you have Shy Guy, obviously, Slender Man, SCP, Super J, a private guns dealer. So you'll actually will see Super J pop up randomly inside of the map, and you will actually be able to buy special guns from him inside of the game. And as you can see, it tells you who's a part of the community and stuff like that right here. So yeah, Ranye, the bounty hunter of the 9 Gates, which is the 9 Gates are basically, there's 9 different members, a part of the Hack organization. They're like really high up, so they're basically like Team 6 of the Navy SEALs, but there's just in Hack, and there's 9 of them. They all stand for one of the gates, like Lust, Raft, and all that stuff like that. So they all stand for that. So it's pretty cool how we're gonna actually put that in there. Yeah, Mr. Live, an orc tribe leader after the for this supposed to be Flash. After the flood, a group of people gave up their lives to become orcs. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty cool. I'm writing something really cool for this. And then you have Martin Bahamut, so SCP 3665. Safet Warden and the King of Good Dragons. So basically who Seth will be calling upon and stuff like that to help him and stuff like that. You'll see in the cutscene and stuff's gonna look decent. So he'll call upon Seth will call upon Bahamut, and then he'll call upon the Gate Guardians. So you'll see that they'll be the ones that he will be like summoning and transforming. And so that's pretty cool. Then you have VIP, a mob boss of a crime organization. Right now, I'm gonna sit with because VIP is down to Abraxas member, so I'm going to sit down with VIP. We're going to actually move names for the crime organization. You actually guys will be able to see his crime organization inside of the game. We'll be creating characters where they're going to be doing bad stuff and stuff like that. So these guys will be enemies inside of the game. So he will be a part of the reason why a lot of crime is going on. Then you have Abraxas. So this is her before she learned the human phase. This is the daughter of Abraxas. You have Adam. You have the O5 Council, which is basically us. We watched one of the videos where I talked about we're going to actually be a part of the role playing. You guys will see that we will be the O5 Council, so we'll be that the Illuminati basically. The Tree of Knowledge, Tree of Life. No, it's not the Tree of Life. I mean, that's actually wrong picture. And this Athena guys attacked. Like that. So we got to add a lot more photos, but you'll start seeing these guys and enter the lore tree, and then you'll start seeing their stories pop up as we sit there. Now, for you guys to be a part of the lore, there's a certain key that you got to have. You got to have a master key to be a part of the lore, to actually build your lore, that whatever you want it to be and stuff like that. So we'll when you have a master key, we build the lore for you. You want to actually work with us, a part of that lore, you have to have an Abraxas. All right, so if you have an Abraxas key, we'll put the lore together with you. So you actually work directly with the team, and that will be that. So if you have any questions, you already know what to do. With that being said, I think I am out of here.
The name is